Hi, welcome to Climbing Daily. Today we're off to see Cailean at Banana Fingers, but first we're focusing on a country that doesn't instantly spring to mind when you think of sport climbing, Chile. The area in question is called Valle De Los Condores and consists of a series of basalt cliffs with incredible climbing and the potential for hundreds of routes. However, the area may soon come under threat with a proposed hydroelectric project being undertaken near the climbing areas. We talked to Felipe Luisi, an American climber based in the area who shot some incredible footage of the climbing and the landscape to find out more.
Hi, my name is Felipe Luisi. I'm a climber. I make drone videos as kind of a hobby, I guess. And I've been living in Chile for almost 4 years, so this is where I live and climb. So I think that the number one issue with climbing in Chile is just the salaries for young people. Chile in general has pretty dramatic income inequality. Because of import tariffs, all climbing gear, it's 30% more expensive on average. And so young people outside of Santiago or outside of the moneyed class have a lot of trouble affording kind of rope, harness, quick draws, all of that stuff. It's a really big investment. So it's kind of a high barrier to entry to the sport. The rock, it's basalt. What's interesting to me, I don't know, I haven't climbed in other basalt locations, so to me it's quite different from what I'm used to, which I suppose would be granite. There's just so much slick rock in Cóndores, and it forces the climber to use the obvious features. Like there's a lot of places where smearing isn't really going to do you any good, and where there are just no handholds. Basically, the Chilean economy is totally reliant on mining. Like, it's 13% of the GDP is just copper exports. So mining is the Chilean economy. And mining, because you're taking stuff out, that means that every additional kilo of copper is deeper in the mine. So the cost of removing every additional kilo slowly goes up. And the energy required to remove every additional kilo also goes up. So the demand for energy is rising dramatically and on a pretty consistent line. And the production of energy in Chile is pretty much non-existent. They wanted to build a huge hydroelectric project in the south and kind of flood a huge section of pristine wilderness in Patagonia. And that was just blocked, which is great because these big projects, they tear up these mega highways for power lines. There's a power crisis or an energy crisis in terms of providing the energy necessary to maintain the Chilean economy as strong as it is. It's a very strange area. It's a very strange topography. There are these plateaus, this kind of flat open space up in the mountains. It's right on the border with Argentina. So it's about 2,200 meters in altitude, I think. And you go up the road and it's just kind of a normal, beautiful Chilean valley. And all of a sudden there's this open space. It's kind of desert-like.
Thanks, Felipe. Next, we're off to Banana Fingers where Cailean is going to tell us everything you could ever need to know about highball bouldering pads.
Hi folks, it's a bit busy in here today because today we're looking at highball boulder pads and these guys are big. If you're looking at tackling taller boulder problems, you want a pad which is thick and offers a lot of cushioning, as well as having a large surface area, because if you fall off from high, your fall can be harder to control. It's also worth considering having a few pads so you can cover a larger area. Also think about having a spotter to make sure that you land on the right place in the pad. Just bear in mind that no pad will make you 100% safe. Our first choice for a larger pad is the Petzl Cirro, the biggest pad in Petzl's range and one that is generally thicker than others on the market. The Cirro also offers a large 148cm by 118cm landing area and utilises a hingeless design that means you won't have to worry about avoiding the join during those bigger falls. So this is how we test Highball boulder pads here at Best of the Bunch. Full test 1, Petzl Cirro 3.2 metres. While the Cirro is a plentifully sized pad, particularly in terms of surface area, and has a number of nice features including a zipped flat that covers the carry system when the pad is in use, it does lag behind some of its competitors in terms of thickness. If, however, you're looking to use the Cirro in conjunction with other pads, whether yours or those of your friends, then it will make a great addition when tackling taller boulder problems. However, if you're looking for a pad that does more to reduce impact in big falls without the need for additional mats, then the Trangoworld Air Pad may be more for you. While it has a slightly smaller surface area than the Cirro, the Air Pad is miles ahead in terms of thickness. The pad contains air-dispelling chambers sandwiched between two thick layers of foam. Next up, the Trangoworld Air, again from 3.2 metres. Upon impact, air is pushed out of the middle layer, absorbing the shock of the fall, while the two layers of foam serve to cushion the landing. Despite being thicker than the Cirro, the Air Pad comes in at a similar weight and is equally easy to transport with numerous carry handles and a padded rucksack-style harness. If you don't mind the slight reduction in size of the landing area, this pad is a great choice for tackling taller boulder problems. If you're unwilling to sacrifice on either surface area or impact reduction, however, then there is really only one option, the Snap Grand Wrap, our pick for Best of the Bunch in terms of highball pads. The pad is not only larger than both the Cirro and the Air Pad in terms of surface area, but it also contains its own air dispelling system to take the shock out of those big falls. The Snap Grand Wrap, again from 3.2 metres. The pad is made up of individual cells which are all lightly pierced to allow the release of air upon impact, making for a fall that is cushioned but not unsupportive. Another great plus in the Grand Wrap's favour is that it has an extremely durable ballistic nylon cover, so it will stand up to heavy use for years of happy highballing. So there you have it, folks, the Snap Grand Wrap, this week's Best of the Bunch. If you want to see what other people thought of this or any other pad, head on over to bananafingers.co.uk where you can find all the reviews. That's it for today, but check back next week where we're looking at the best all-round boulder pad.
Thanks, Cailean. That's it from us today. We'll see you tomorrow.